Alright guys, we're back again. So in this video we're going to be opening up our first Xcode project. So if you've got your Xcode installed and ready to go, you can either find it, I'll just do spacebar, command spacebar to look for it in my apps, and you can see I have my Xcode 12.5, and we're going to install this, we're going to start by creating a new Xcode project. And this is kind of the view you see, more or less, depending on which version of Xcode that you have. And then you just select app here, iOS. You can see it's iOS selected here at the top. Just a simple app, and we go next. And so I have a personal team and I have the company team. So, but you might not have a team, which is okay. But you probably will see your personal ID here. So you could select whichever one you want. And then, so at the top here where it says product name, you can pick the name of whatever you want to call your project. So I am going to call mine this project 1. And a normal naming convention, a normal convention in Swift is this thing called camel case, where at the end of the word you don't leave the spaces between, but at the beginning of the next word you put a big letter. This is just one convention that's used quite a lot in Swift. And so for your bundle identifier, you're going to have, like, if you have a website, you can put the domain backwards, and then whatever you name your project is going to tag on at the end of that. So my website is desnote.co, and so it's co.desnote, and this is my organization identifier you see here, and we have the bundle identifier for whatever I named it at the top. It's just tagged on to the organization identifier, just added it to the end, and it's unique for every single existing app out there that's published. Every app has a unique identifier, so you could have a project 1, but you would have a unique organization identifier, so our apps can coexist with the same name because our bundle identifiers will still be unique. And here at the bottom, you'll understand what all of this means later, but for now just pick storyboard. This is what works with Swift. And then for the life cycle, it's like the stages of your app, and like how your app detects at which phase it's running. We just select here UI kit, it goes with storyboard, and for the language we're going to have Swift. So if you had selected, let's say here, Swift UI, down here you'd and your lifecycle was Swift app, UI app, you would also language still Swift. But you can see the options you have here, but we are just going to stick with Swift. So interface, storyboard, lifecycle, UI kit, language Swift. And we're not going to be using any of these, so leave those unchecked and it's okay. And go to next. And so here you just save it wherever you want to. I've been doing some projects. That's why in this month of March, so I'm just going to save it in this folder for myself, and it creates a folder, as you can see, and it's going to open up the new project. Alright, and from here you can see you have your general, and here you have that bundle identifier that we mentioned. The name is here, you can now change it now. You have your version and your build, and here you can select which software it can run on. So here I'll just leave it at 14.5, that's the target for the mobile version. And we'll come back to some of these later. And here you're signing in capabilities, here you'll see your team, and your bundle identifier, and if you have a certificate, you'll see it here. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Just go to the main file. You can see here on the left panel. This is what we're going to get into in the next video and explore a bit more.